Willkommen, liebe Freunde des guten Geschmacks. Gerade mal 10 Uhr morgens, ganz schön früh für Rock'n'Roll. Neben mir Mikael Åkerfeldt from OPETH. Mikael, it's quite early.
Yeah.
Are you used to work that early and get up that early?
Well, not working, not really going up for interviews, but I get up at 7 in the mornings pretty much because of my kids.
And do you have a lot of discipline for writing?
Yeah, for writing, yeah, I did have some discipline, but obviously you end up kind of going on blabbermouth and checking your emails and that kind of stuff before you actually start working. In the studio, we were very disciplined. We got up at 8 in the mornings, worked till 1, lunch, continue working till 7, dinner, midnight.
You're kidding,
sleep.
are you?
No, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
It's as far away from the whole Motley Crue type of lifestyle.
Obviously, yeah.
But it was nice for once. We've been doing that whole kind of bum thing for a couple of years. Now we're just kind of sleeping till 2 in the afternoon, 3-hour cigarette break, and maybe, boom. Do you get that on tape? Oh, fine, let's have a cigarette break. You know?
Okay.
Basically, we've been just wasting a lot of time before, but now we, yeah, it was discipline. Very nice, actually.
You mentioned blabbermouth. Do you check it because you're curious what's going on in the scene?
Yeah.
Or do you check it because you're pretty vain and, oh, what do those guys write about me?
Well, I'd certainly check what they write about us and what they write about me.
Do you care?
No, I can get irritated, of course, but no, I don't really care. But I like to check the news, whatever's happening. You know? Actually, it's like I have to check it several times a day.
Okay. In the long career of OPETH, you had many lineup changes. Even though you're the main songwriter, in which way did they have influence on the sound and the development of OPETH?
I don't think it did so much negative things with the music, to be honest. You know, lineup changes, usually when they happen, I hate them. You know, I'm a nostalgic guy. I want to keep to... If I could choose, we would still be, you know, the guys who played in 1990, you know, same guys, you know. But it simply doesn't work that way. People change and, you know... But we make lineup changes into something good. Every time we ever had a lineup change, we become a better band. Like when Lopez joined, and Mendes. And now, you know, we have lineup changes again. Obviously, Lopez is gone and Peter is gone. But I think we're a better band now.
Your kind of music, your proggy kind of music, is not designed for live in particular. Like bands like AC/DC are definitely more for a live situation.
I guess, yeah.
And your music is more like headphone stuff to listen to. But still, you make it happen on stage. What is the secret? Is it your sexy mustache? Is
Yeah,
it the
you
light?
think?
Yeah, maybe. Is it the light show? Or is it your humor when you talk to the crowd?
I guess it has to be a combination a little bit. You know, I don't really know. I never saw ourselves as like the dream when I was growing up. When I was a kid, obviously I wanted to play the big arenas and Long Beach, you know, scream for me, Long Beach, that kind of stuff, you know. But I guess we put ourselves into some kind of a difficult situation because of the music that we want to write and play. But we also love to play live, and for us, I don't really see it as kind of holding us back, the fact that our music is kind of complicated. I think it's as easy for us to kind of perform the songs as it is for AC/DC in a way. Yet they probably have more freedom to kind of move about a little bit because we have to concentrate a little bit more on our playing. But I love playing live, and I love the kind of interaction with the crowd and that kind of stuff. I love cracking a few jokes if I feel like it. But
that you love tits, for example.
I love tits too. You know, I love to see lots of tits in the crowd. I just, you know, it's a party thing.
Isn't it pretty uncommon to flash in a death metal concert?
It happens.
But just for you?
I don't know. Yeah, no.
So it must be the mustache.
Must be, maybe. Well, I'm not like the most horrible looking guy. I'm probably in the top 10 in the metal, like best looking type of guy. Just kidding. But we had actually once.
We got to talk of female readers, so please send in your comments on him.
I don't want
Let's vote.
Oh, they're gonna go horrible. But I'm not gonna come across as a sexist prick. But we had actually, it was a fun thing. We played, I think it was Atlanta, Georgia, and there was a bra coming flying to the stage, and I was like, oh, that's it, you only one, and literally started raining. You know, it was like throwing bras. I'm not sure if they had like bags with bras, if they knew I was going to say something like that. But
you should count them. Maybe it's even more than with Mötley Crüe.
Death metal is not. It's only kind of. It's a fine line between death metal and proper cock rock.
Obviously, you're pretty fascinated by dark scenes and dark music. Where does that come from? I mean, you don't seem to be a pretty dark guy. You seem to be very easy and funny. And
maybe that's why I get happy from the dark type of music and the dark type of lyrics. I get that out, like that creative side of me or whatever thing I like. The darkest side, I guess, in myself. I've been asked this a lot of times, and it got me wondering a little bit, like, why am I writing this type of music and this type of lyrics if I'm, you know, I got a family, I got 2 daughters, and I'm happy. I got an old Volvo.
How about Bloodbath? You left it, the band, the project, then you're in again, but you're not involved as a songwriter as much as you are in OPETH. So is it more like a fun thing for you, or do you take it seriously?
Well, I do take it seriously, but it's also a fun thing at the same time. You know, I think music overall should be. OPETH is still a fun thing, you know. But I can't really commit to the band as much as obviously with my own band. And when I'm back home, you know, I want to be with my family, and I don't really have time. I don't really have time for Bloodbath, to be honest. But it's not like it's the most demanding band either, because everyone else in the band has got other bands.
Yeah.
So we're one of those kind of projects that kind of pop up like every 3rd year, do a record or something like that, and maybe a couple of gigs. I remember we were out in the pub, we were all drunk, and everyone in Bloodbath were there. Me, Jonas, Anders, Sodomizer, and Axe. And we were standing outside the pub having a smoke, and we're standing in a ring, and we ended up like a football team, like, and we looked at each other like, we're Bloodbath. You know, and that was it, you know. So I guess we're a band in a way, but it's not like, it's never gonna become taken to that stage where, say, where OPETH is, you know. It's like,